Sorry, folks. I just realised I've you mute meister. Okay. There's too much to talk. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, yeah, I'm just naming my streams. Right, that's better. Save done. Right. Okay, let's get back to the video. What's what I find what I find interesting uh, is I totally get how come on, where's the bloody video itself? I totally get why come on, how the hell do I get back to that? Let's wait a wee second, folks. I want back to the video. Tape me back to the video, god damn it. Ta-da. Okay. Oh, I'm away with it. Hang on a second. What am I doing, you fool? View your channel. Right, SID show. There we go. There we go. That's it. That's it. Yeah, what is hey, I've got what's interesting is I yeah, I get why people talk about Twitch being the better what do you call it? The better streaming thing because it's almost in real time. There's very, very little lag between the live. It's maybe, I don't know, if I open my mouth like uh, 1, 2, 3, yeah, there's maybe 2 second difference, whereas YouTube, I don't know, it's probably about 20 seconds. In fact, is that even more? Oh wow, I would say it's almost 40 seconds behind, which is quite a big difference. And obviously, when you're doing live stuff, if there's a problem, then you're asking your audience to tell you. You've got to wait like for 40 seconds to kind of get a feedback. So I do get the Twitch thing, but it's going to continue with this. However, I have 3 viewers on Twitch. Welcome, people on Twitch. I don't know if it's 3 of my regulars that are watching on both on Twitch and on YouTube. If it is, please make yourself known. Um, it's going to take a while for me to kind of build up any sort of audience on Twitch because I'm completely unknown. So yeah, I'm actually I've got a meeting. God, I sound very very formal. I'm catching up with a friend of mine's who's going to give me all the good on all the top tips for Twitch, so I can kind of get my channel a bit better showcased, whatever, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I thought it's all about the raids. I've no idea what you're talking about. Um, I thought last night was a fantastic stream. It really was. I had Andy Walker of task set. I'm not going to give you any spoilers. Uh, thanks, Steve. I appreciate it, mate. Not a problem. Yeah, I've got 4 people on. Did I say 4 or 3? I've got 4 people watching on Twitch. But yeah, I suppose the more people that do watch on both, excuse me, then I suppose is it all about? I'm assuming Twitch is all about uh, no diagnostics, algorithms, and all that kind of bollocks. So I suppose the more people that watch it, potentially, the more people are going to watch it, if that makes any sense. But yeah, last night was fantastic. There's, it was quite funny. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you what was funny about last night. One funny thing that cropped up was one of Andy's choices. And I'm not going to spoil it for you because yeah, when you do get to listen to the podcast, you can figure it out for yourself. Um, Now what's that? Yeah, when you end your stream, you pick another streamer who is also live, Then send all your viewers over there. Hopefully, the other streamer will tell their viewers to subscribe to you. Oh, right. I suppose right, right. I've heard the people doing that. Um, but this is all brand new to me. The Twitch stuff. I mean, one thing that you're not going to get from my Twitch uh, stream things is all the fancy bollocks, all the little animations, all the little yeah, there's crap. It's just shite. It's all this, all the kind of window dressing nonsense that's all very immature. Um, yeah, you're not going to get that. What you're getting right now is what you're going to get. So, yeah, that's good. So anyway, right, listen, I'm kind of waffling a wee bit, but yeah, if you haven't watched the or listened to the podcast, the Andy Walker podcast, Nice and Nasty, go and check it out. I think it's about 2 hours. I think there's over 2 hours worth of stuff. Andy is one of the nicest guys you would ever have the pleasure of meeting. He's a lovely guy. He really is. Um, when I did the thing last night, twice, twice both YouTube and Twitch like went off. It just stopped, and I had to like cancel OBS, and I had to cancel the connection with Restream. What that Restream is a thing that puts it out to kind of both multiple. Apparently, you can stream to multiple things. So I've got it streaming to obviously Twitch and to YouTube. Restream went down for whatever reason. I had to redo it. Now I don't know whether that was down to. I don't know whether that was down to I had the stream output bit rate too high. I've now reduced that to about 4,000. I mean, it was at 10,000 last week, and then I think I brought it down to 6,000, and then I brought it down to 4,000, whatever it is. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Down to 6,000, and then I brought it down to 4,000, whatever it is. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, it's just I'm just experimenting at the moment with this Twitch thing. I don't know if yeah, that's weird. Yeah, don't know I've no idea what's going on there. Yeah, your encoder seems so this restream thing seems to be going down all the time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a photograph of that error and see if I can Google it and find out what causes that to happen. That is a pain in the arse, so just bear with me a second, folks. Don't know why. Yeah, according to according to this, Twitter is still not Twitter. Twitch is still streaming, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it off for a second and then restart it. Right, I've switched Twitch on and off, but for some reason it's not. I wonder if I do a refresh. Right, okay. If you refresh Twitch, it comes back. That's weird. That's weird. Right, I'm just going to keep an eye on it. Like I said, apologies, folks. This isn't my fault. This is just the technology that we're using here. This thing called Restream. We'll see how it goes. Um, I don't think it's OBS. I think it's this Restream thing that you that it doesn't like. Um, Let me just have a quick. No, Restream is not actually a. Sorry, yeah, yeah. Well, I had to do a refresh, and then it kicked it back in. Let me just try one little thing. Right, if I go to the Restream website, right, stream, right, okay, right. Anyway, we'll just need to see how things go. It is a pain in the arse. Right. Anyway, let's batter on. The good thing is I can see when it drops because I've got the. Nah, I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to go down that gimmicky route, Ox. I mean, I see bollocks anyway. I see that plenty of times. I'm not going to do that. No, 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 no. Well, the unfortunate thing is I have just lost 60% of my Twitch viewers. It's now gone down to 2, but anyway, who cares? Right, let's crack on. So tonight, folks, I'm going to be using my Ultimate 2, which is basically enhanced Commodore 64, and we're going to play some Jason Page music. Now, I'm not really that familiar with Jason Page. I know that he's an extremely talented individual when it comes to but can I just ask one quick thing? See the settings, like the bit rate, does that does that mean that the lower it is, the jerkier it becomes, or is it nothing to do with that? Because I think Steve, you said that you had yours set to 3000, whereas mine's is currently set to. Let's have a look. My output is set to 4000. Is it worth bringing that down to 3000? Will that make any difference? Don't know. Let me know. Let me know. Right. Anyway, before this stream goes down again, but what I'm going to do is, if it does go down, just stick with me. Um, yeah, I presume it means it's starting like a brand new stream each time, which is a complete pain in the arse. But anyway, right. Let's get on to the Mister and webcam. And I don't have my webcam switched on. I do now. Right, let's power this up. What resolution is it broadcasting? I think it's in 720. I think it's 720. Right, there we go. Let's get the little menu opened. Right, okay. What we're going to do is we're going to do that. Come on. Oh, man, what's going on? Is this? Come on, why is that not? Oh, it's because I've got that open. Right, hang on. I need to do that first. Right, yeah, I'm getting myself a wee bit excited here. Right, what I want to do, in fact, fucking hell, I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to. Let's see. I'm going to have to come out of that for a second and put it full screen so I can actually see it. Right, come out of that. Exit. Right, what I want to do is go to the USB stick. Does anybody know where Marcus Klein resides in the 64 music? This is like the entire collection. He's got to be here somewhere. Dave Marcus. No, if anyone knows where he sits in that directory, please let me know. So anyway, we're going to look. We're going to look. Yeah, it's behaving itself at the moment. Yeah, evening, Alex. How's it going? Yeah, it did the same. It was just it quit. It seems to be this restream thing that's losing connection. So anyway, let's get into Jason Page. No, wasn't there earlier on? There's Jason Perkins. Jason Page, where is he? There he's up there. I've just gone right past him. Right, now I really am not familiar with any of his stuff, if I'm being honest. So if anybody can point me in the right direction for stuff that we want to listen to, please do so. But I think what we'll do is we'll just kick off with the very first one. This is 11:05, and like I says, if the stream ends, I'll just try and get it. Hi Jonas, how you doing? I'll just try and get back in again. So this is 11:05, and this is by Jason Page. Enjoy. Yeah, what a tune that is. Alright, what's it doing now? Oh, it's not finished yet. I think it's finished now. Yeah, what a great tune. Now, what this does is that I'm using an original, well, it's not an original Commodore 64, it's an Ultimate 2. Oh, wait a minute, you can be quiet. It's an Ultimate 2, which is going to be, if you're aware of the Commodore coming back thing, this is going to be the machine you'll be able to buy. It's an Ultimate 2, and it's going to have a proper keyboard, whatever. I've just put mine inside a standard bread bin, and it's great. So the music you're hearing tonight is it's coming from proper SID tunes. This one here, you'll see there, it says the 6581, so I've changed it to that. So the next one we're going to listen to is 25 Hertz. I think Jason's stuff is so good that I think we don't want to just go and jump all over the place. I think what we'll do is we'll go until maybe 9:30. We'll play an hour of Jason's music, and then we can watch a video of some sort, some classic video game thing. I noticed my Twitch seemed to kind of go to the test card thing again, but all I did was refresh, and it kind of kicked it back in again. So we'll just keep with it. So anyway, this is 25 Hertz. I better turn this out back up again. Now wait a wee minute. I wonder if we can have both on for this one. Hang on. I'm actually going to keep. I'm going to keep both. I've actually got both SID chips. I've got the 68580 and the 6581 both enabled. Right, we've got a lot to get through. I'm not a massive fan of that one, so I think we'll play the next one, which is Albino 4. Let's take a listen. All right, I'm not sure when that one finished, but wow, that is absolute stonking. That is a track and a half. That is brilliant. That's instantly going to one of my favourite SID tunes I've ever heard. That is just a great one. It absolutely smashes it. Wow. Anyway, yeah, right. The next one is another concert. Again, these are all Jason Page. Let's go. Right, yeah, it did stop there. Right, we're back in Twitch again, I think. Yeah, that's annoying. I will need to figure out what's going on with that. Right, anyway, hopefully you're back in at some point. Right, the next one is Automatic by Jason Page. try something else. Sorry, I'm just I'm trying to go. It's obviously I've googled it and it says restream settings. I'm just trying to figure out how to get into the settings of that thing. So anyway, right, the next one is Cosmic Force, and this is by Jason Page. Now I don't know if that's that one repeating or if it's still going on, but I've got to say, wow. I'll be honest, the only SID music I kind of really knew was the early SID musicians, Rob Hubbard, Martin Galway, Ben Dalglish, all these kind of guys. I had moved away from the C64 by the time guys like Jason Page came along, but there's not a bad tune. I mean, you can tell it's the sound, the composition, the instruments is just so mature, and whilst taking nothing away from the early guys like Martin Galway and all these guys, I would almost say that Jason Page is on another level. Really, I mean, I know they've had a lot longer to do these things, but that is phenomenal. It really is phenomenal. I'm blown away at just how good some of these SID tunes are. So, yeah, apologies again, folks, about the streaming thing. I think what I'm going to have to do, because I'm putting out to both YouTube and Twitch, I'm using a thing called Restream, and I think I'm going to have to tinker with the settings. There's probably settings that I've got way too high or way too low, but I can't really figure out what I need to look at. But I'll hopefully get that. Oh, wait a minute, what's this down here? Hang on, is that what I'm looking for? No, it's not. I'll hopefully get that nailed for the next stream that I do. But yeah, it's at least when the stream goes tits up on Twitch, you can just do a quick refresh and it kicks back in. But the problem with YouTube is it just ends the video. And then, yeah, you've got to jump back in again, which is a pain in the arse. But anyway, right, that was Cosmic Force. Now, I'm assuming that was possibly a game. Not quite sure. The next one we're going to listen to is called Eighth. And again, this is Jason Page. Let's take it away. Wow. That is mind blowing, unbelievable. I mean, it's like some 90s heavy kind of rave music with a bit of kind of heavy metal flung in. Yeah, exactly. 90s trances. That's incredible. That one's using the 68, 6580 chip, which obviously was uh, was the chip that did like samples better. Evening Sandra, yep, there is going to be a watch with Mamemeister at 9:30. We're going to be watching another Starcade because I know how much you love them. This guy just gets better and better. Honestly, I can't believe. I really what I want to do is actually listen to. I want to listen to some of these downstairs on my music system and the big speakers. That is something else. I'm literally blown away with that. So that was 8th, and the next one is 11th by Jason Page. Oh, thank you very much. I love you too, Sander. That's such a nice thing to say. Thank you very much. That's made me smile. I've had a pretty shit week. That's lovely. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how long some of these SID tunes go on for. They do go on for quite a long time. So I'll just end that one there. But yeah, thank you very much, Sandra. I mean, I had quite a nasty troll on my channel last week, and to be honest, I think it was one of these ones that was maybe I was going to say taken out of context, but yeah, the guy turned into be a complete walloper, and he was calling me a prick and a nasty person, and I'm not a nasty person, and yeah, sometimes you think, what's the point? You know, I mean, I'm big and ugly enough to not let people like that bother me, but you know, then the flip side, you get a comment like that you've just made, and you're like, this is why I do it. That's why I do this, because you don't do it to be popular. You do it because you know, if somebody smiles, if somebody's having a shit day and they watch one of my daft videos, um, and it makes them smile, then my work here is done. Fantastic. Talking of fantastic, yeah, that's another cracker. Right, the next one. Now I'm thinking this is going to be something to do with Rob Hubbard because it's called Enjoy the Rob. Yeah, absolutely, Craig. I've always kind of avoided getting Jason on the channel, and I think Panther's friends with him. Um, Purely and simply because I don't really know his music, and I don't like to talk to somebody if I don't really know what they're actually about. But I've heard enough tonight just to say, what the fuck? What were you doing there, Jason? I mean, how do you manage that? Just incredible. So I'm going to get in touch with him and try and get him on. So yeah. Anyway, this next one is called Enjoy the Rob. Bit of Depeche Mode, I think. Enjoy the silence, I'm not mistaken. Words are very unnecessary. It's only... Yeah, another absolute cracker. I mean, you heard my awful singing. I don't often sing along to SID tunes, but I mean, when a SID track is that good, you think you're, you think you're listening to the original. Awesome. Yeah, right. This next one. Let me see what. Let's see what. Right, what I'm going to do. Oh no, I'll just listen to it as is. Yeah, another cracker. Honestly, I think whilst yeah, whilst certain tunes by certain classical pioneers of the SID chip are always going to be my favourite SID tunes. There's a new kid in town, and it's Jason Page. Honestly, unbelievable. I'm sure there's lots of other guys just as good as him, but honestly, I've been blown away tonight with just how good his stuff is. So yeah, listen, we're going to be doing what I'm going to do is at 9:30, we're going to watch another episode of Starcade because I know how much Lacosa loves them. But I'm going to do another next week. I'm going to continue where I left off with Jason Page because, yeah, it's such a treat. Every single track I've listened to tonight has just been mind blowing. Right, this next one's called Fifth. If anybody's watching this on Twitch and you've never seen me before, it would be lovely if you followed me. I'm literally brand new to Twitch, and I've currently got 16 followers, so yeah, if you wanted to follow me, that would be wonderful. Listen to that bass. It's something else. Evening, Alex. I am indeed alive. Yeah, I had to go and my dog was outside barking and being a complete pain in the arse. Right, I think we've got time for one more. That was the fifth, and this is the first. Yeah, another cracker to finish off with. So anyway, yeah, listen, that was Jason Page. We only played about 10 of his tunes, and my mind is blown. Is Rob Hubbard the best SID musician ever? I'm not too sure. He's obviously the pioneer, but and you know, in a modern era, Jason Page is just wow, absolutely phenomenal. So anyway, listen, folks, this is I could just spend another half an hour listening to some of Jason's stuff. Excuse me, but I have promised Sandra that we're going to it's a watch with Mamemeister. We're going to watch another episode of the uh, the diabolical Starcade. I will be back next week, and I'm going to be playing some of Jason Page's stuff again, and I am going to try and get one to the nice and nasty because that's phenomenal. I would have lots of questions to ask him. How the hell he does things like that? It's just it just blows my mind. So anyway, I'm going to. I don't know if I don't have to switch that off just now. I can do it in a second. So yeah, let's watch some classic in inverted commas computer TV. This is a TV series that went out in America back in the early 80s. It's not aged particularly well. In fact, it's not aged at all well. It was probably cringeworthy even then, but it's even worse now. So anyway, this is Starcade. Let's take a watch. No, we don't want that.
This is Starcade, TV's first video arcade game show, starring your favorite video games, and some brand new ones being introduced to the public for the first time anywhere. And now, here's your host for Starcade, Jeff Edwards.
All right, thank you very much. Welcome to Starcade. Here we are back.
This is Starcade, TV's first video arcade game show, starring your favorite video games, and some brand new ones being introduced to the public for the first time anywhere. And now, here's your host for Starcade, Jeff Edwards.
All right, thank you very much. Welcome to Starcade.
Sorry, folks. Let's put it back to the start.
This is Starcade, TV's first video arcade game show, starring your favorite video games.
Jeff Edwards.
Some brand new ones being introduced to the public for the first time anywhere. And now, here's your host for Starcade, Jeff Edwards.
The main
Thank
man.
you very much. Welcome to Starcade. Here we are backstage. Our players are warming up for today's big match, and warm up they should because one of them today is going to have the opportunity to win their very own video arcade game. So players, you ready? Okay, let's go play Starcade. Here we go.
It looks awful already.
Okay, got a nice audience here. That's nice to see. Hello to you at home, and we have a couple of really good contestants.
Christ, the little guy on the right looks
Your name
about
is?
14 coming on
Martin, tell me a little bit
26.
about yourself.
Well, I'm 16 years old and I'm a senior at Sarah High School.
16?
After I graduate, I hope to go on to Stanford University and study medicine.
Good, I hope you do too. Didn't you just come back from Europe or something?
Yeah, I was in Europe for 3 weeks.
What was your favorite country?
Probably Germany.
Okay, well, welcome to the show. And your name is?
Travis Nichols.
Travis, how you
Oh
doing?
my god.
Good.
Good. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Travis Nichols from Houston, Texas.
It's John Denver.
10 years old, and I like to play football, baseball, and I like to snow ski.
Okay, good. And what's your name?
Travis Nichols.
Okay, Travis, nice to have you here. As you know, our contestants are matched up based
He
on
looks
their
more like
ability
a
to play
Ricky to me.
today's games, and one of you is going to have a chance to win this fabulous video arcade game today. It is Pingo.
Oh my god. I would
Alrighty.
not thank you for
You
that.
guys shake hands. Let's go play Starcade. And while they get ready, Kevin will tell us the 5 games we'll be dealing with today. Kev?
Good guys, bad guys, bugs, gorillas, and gutter balls. We've got it all today on Starcade. First, it's Tax Scan, a squadron of spaceships on a valiant mission. Next is Pro Bowling, a roll down the alley. Middle today is Millipede, and the bugs are back. Then it's Wild Western, good guys and bad guys in a train chase. And Donkey Kong, Mario in pursuit to save his lady. Jeff?
Okay, Kevin, thanks a lot. Those are today's 5 games. Martin and Travis, both of you had a chance to play them before today's show. One of them, as you probably know, is a mystery game.
Already
You
want
pick the
Travis
first
to
3
lose.
games and you win a prize automatically. And we like our home audience to know what the mystery game is, so Kevin will whisper that to them.
Today's mystery game is Tax Scan.
I like how he whispers.
Okay, they're all set, and if you're all set, I'll ask you a question. You ready? All right, hands on buzzers. First one to buzz in gets to answer the question, answer correctly, and you'll pick our first game today. In pole position, the sign, prepare to qualify, is pulled across the screen by what? A, an airplane, B, a Martin.
Balloon.
A blimp.
B, a blimp. Right you are.
Martin is a serial killer.
Okay.
Look at him.
So, Martin, you get to pick our first game. It gives you a slight advantage here. Which one would you like to play?
I think I'll take pro bowling.
Pro bowling. That's an
Who
interesting game. I don't
plays
think we've played it yet here
a
on
video game in
Starcade,
bowling?
So we'll ask
Nobody.
Kevin to tell us about pro bowling.
We've moved a bowling alley right in here for this game. It's pro bowling, and you're in control of the ball, checking the tracking screen to see where the ball is
Can't
going.
get any
then
worse
maneuvering
video
the ball
game
by
than a
sending it
bowling
straight
game.
down the alley or curving it to one side or the other. Watch the timing meter on the side. It fluctuates up and down all the time, and if you throw when it's high, your throw will be stronger, and there's more likelihood of success. So, Martin, get on your Starcade bowling shirt and get ready to strike out on pro
Look at the
bowling.
size of that bloody
We
ball.
were
It's
happy
huge.
to announce that Kevin is one of the few people here who got 3 strikes in a row. Unfortunately, he was playing baseball at the time. Okay, Kev. Now, you picked pro bowling. Why?
Well, I thought it would start the game out with a low-scoring game.
And save the high-scoring games till later, huh?
Yeah.
All right, let me give you a little bit of advice
And
about
the
this. And you might
logic
wanna
behind
listen
that
to,
is?
Travis. If you move your joystick left and right, you move your ball
That
left
makes
and right.
no
Move your
sense
joystick up and
at
down, you
all.
curve the line of the ball, right or left. And watch your speed meter. It's on the far left side of the screen. When it's where you want it, you press ball, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, I get
You have
that,
50
because it's
seconds.
movement,
Ready?
but not these
Get
kind of
set.
games.
Play. Okay.
Look at the size of it, it's
Straight.
massive.
See if you can pick those up.
I have no idea why he picked
Speed
that
meters
game.
up at the top. Good. All right.
He's just picked a game that is completely pointless.
You got a strike.
It's not going to have any. I mean, you've got a strike there. What's he on? 400 points. So one barrel in Donkey Kong is going to eliminate that.
Here we go.
Utterly pointless choice.
That one's going to be tough. Got about 10 seconds to pick up some points here.
If it was done on a game-by-game basis, I get it. But considering they add all the games up, it's just a stupid game to pick.
Okay, congratulations to you, Martin. Head on back. Come on, Travis. He did pretty good.
We want the
470
kid to
points.
trip
Got
up.
himself a strike along the way. How are you at pro bowling?
I'm not very good.
Well, you remember what I told
He's
you,
all right, wee
on the left
Travis.
of
I
the
think I
speed
want
meter,
the
when it's
serial
up at the
killer
top,
Martin
the
to
ball will
lose.
Go faster. You press your ball button at that time. Joystick left to the right moves the ball left to right, up and down. It will curve the ball, and you'll see the line. It'll make it curve, so you might want to use that. Okay? Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Here we go. Get ready?
He's
You
got
have 50
shiny
seconds.
hair,
Get set.
shiny bowl cut.
Go. Okay, one ball at slow speed off to the side. Remember your speed meter's off to the left there. Okay, 40 seconds. Here you go. That's it. Oh, left one. Too bad. Maybe you can pick those two up.
You're not wrong, Gary. How you doing, mate?
20 seconds. Good shot. You need a strike here. Travis, need a strike. 10 seconds to go. See if you can pick one up.
Yeah, 10th frame was all right,
Left
but
it no, it's off to the side. It's off.
yeah, it's all right, but it's not my choice of video game.
Okay, you sit with 300. Come over here there, Travis. 300 is what you need. Maybe you should have hit the curve a little bit. Well, that's the way it goes. We'll be right back.
He's
in a
probably
few
never
seconds.
played the game, to be fair to him.
Game here on Starcade.
But I mean, like I
Stay
said,
with
one
us.
barrel is going to erase the score. Yellow, orange, red. That was close.
Today's grand prize on Starcade is the video arcade game Pengo. The penguin is on a run through an ice block field with snow bees in fast pursuit. It's a bit chilly, but Pengo the Penguin's World is an interesting place to be.
Blue
Pengo,
was
furnished by
pole
Sega
position 2,
Electronics.
Steve.
And now back to Starcade with Jeff Edwards.
Okay, Kevin, thank you. Both Martin and Travis are going to have a chance at old Pengo here. Let's check the score and see where we are after one game. Martin, you have 470 points. And Travis, you have 300 points. Oh, very, very close. Very, very close.
So it's irrelevant.
This round, and then we'll total the points scored on both games, and that will determine who gets to play the name of the game board. So if you guys are ready, I have another question for you.
I
Hands on
hate paint.
buzzers.
You and I,
You all
Steve,
set,
are
Travis?
both tarred with the
Okay,
same
here we
brush.
go.
I can't
In
stand
Crystal
Pengo.
Castles, what's the name of the player? A. Honey Bear. Yes, Martin.
Bentley Bear.
Bentley Bear. Yeah, you sure know.
Oh, he's no
Your
pulling his
games.
punches as our
And
Martin.
that means, once again, you get to pick the game we're going
Ted
to play.
Bundy.
Okay, this time, let's try Wild Western.
Wild Western. Okay, that
God,
is a
he goes for all the
wild,
shit games.
Game, and we'll
Never even
ask
heard
our
of that
Indian
one.
giver about that.
It's the good guy against the bad guys in a race with the train carrying the loot. And you're the good guy, of course. It's your job to protect the train, gallop into the battle, use the train for protection, jump on top if the bandit does, but whatever, protect the loot.
The bandit.
It's Wild Western.
Okay, Kevin, thank you.
That just looks
well, you
shit.
pick Wild Western, and I usually give hints about games, but I'm so bad at this one. Are you pretty good at it?
Well, I'm probably as good as you are on it. I'm not quite that good.
Well, anybody's as good as I am on it. Don't let the bandits get on the train. If they do, get the sheriff on the train. If you get to the water tower, press your button and the sheriff will lie down.
Martin
And,
wants to
other
eat
than that,
Jeff's
all I can
liver.
say is good luck.
Okay, thanks.
And he wants
Okay,
to
here we go,
barbecue young
Martin.
Travis.
You have 50 seconds. You ready? Get set. Play. There's the bandits.
You really want to
There's the
pick
sheriff.
a shoot 'em up type game where you're constantly accruing points.
Oh, you got one. Good.
I mean, he's been playing it for 10 seconds and he's got 100 points.
Oh, dismissed. Hey, you got another one. Good for you. Got two. Plenty of time. Oh, you're on your side. How you going to do over there? Let's see. Look out. They
So
got
right
you.
now,
Got
2
more shots.
barrels and Donkey Kong
10
will
seconds.
completely eradicate old Ted Bundy's score.
Oh, looks like they got all your sheriffs. You only get 3 of them, but you got 400 points. Okay,
got to say,
Martin,
they're shit
congratulations.
games
You head on
tonight.
back. Come on, Travis.
Come on, kid.
Now, he picked Wild Western. He's picked both games so far. How do you feel about Wild Western?
It looks shit.
I'm probably as good as you too.
That makes all of us not too good on this
Yeah, I
game.
don't mind
Well,
little
you got
Travis.
400 points. There's a chance for you to score some points here. We wish you good luck. Okay, here we go. Travis, you ready? Get set. Play. Here's the train. Here's the bandits. Here comes the sheriff. Got one. Good for you. Look out. Look out. Got another one. Good. Doing great. Plenty of time.
I mean, there's this massive bonus where you're not even getting any
That's all right.
points.
You'll be back on there in a second. You got a bonus point. That's why. That's so good.
Oh, there you go.
Coming back. Seconds. Keep shooting. Take a couple more if we can.
Half of his time was
Well,
wasted
Travis, it turns out
on
you're
a
pretty
bonus
good at it.
level.
You got bonus points. You have 1,500, and that's great. You head on back.
Oh, old Ted's not going to be
I
happy
think the lead
when he
has
sees his
changed
face.
hands. Both of you, of course, had a chance to play pro bowling and
He'll
Wild
be
Western,
raging
and now one
when
of
he
you is
sees
going to play
face.
for a special prize, and that's the name of the game board. So let's total up all the scores, and we find out that Martin, you have 870.
Look at his
Travis,
face.
you have 1,800. You beat Martin at his own game. Come on down here, Travis. Good for you. Now it's time to play the name of the game board. Behind you we have 4 video screens. We're going to show you 4 video games. If you name the games correctly, you're going to win a nice prize. How are you at the video games?
I'm pretty good.
Okay, we'll find out.
Don't
Turn
get
around.
cocky, kid.
In the upper left-hand corner. Is that fantasy or Pioneer balloon?
Fantasy.
Fantasy is right. Number 2, pole position or turbo?
Turbo.
Turbo is right. Good for you. Number 3, Super Pac-Man
Super
or Pac-Man
Pac-Man.
Plus?
Super Pac-Man.
Yes. Number 4, is this spirals or kicks?
Kicks.
You're
Well
right.
done, son.
Good for you. Congratulations. That's 4 out of 5. Because the 5th one is, how do you spell the name of the person who's going to give you the prize?
Jim?
Right. Jim, what's the prize?
He didn't
Thanks,
spell it.
Steve. Travis, right. It's ColecoVision, the home video
That's
arcade
all right.
system with effects just like in the arcade. Your vision is our vision. ColecoVision from Coleco.
Okay, Kevin, thanks a lot. You hang on right here. Travis, in a minute, we'll be back to play the final
Oh,
round of Starcade.
inappropriate.
See who has a chance to win their own video arcade game.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Here's the latest news from the Starcade hotline. Some of the Starcade crew have racked up some big points on video arcade games, between tapings, of course. Here's a few of our high scores. Cameraman Charlie, Game Wrangler Don, Contestant Coordinator Marie, Game Medic Jim, Director Phil, Maintenance Gordon, Lighting Director Phil, Technical Director Steve, Host Jeff Edwards, and of course, mine. And
Yep,
Jeff,
no
I'm looking to
games.
top your top score on
What was the
Sinistar.
one last week? They gave away some
I've been-
cartridges, but
Been much
no,
too busy
they didn't give
with
you
more
the actual
important
machine to
things.
play them on.
Okay, guys, this is it. One game left to play, 40 seconds to play it. After that, we're going to total up all the scores, and the top scorer on all games is going to get a chance to win Pengo. So if you're ready, I have the last question for you. Martin and Travis, hands on buzzers. Here we go. In Guzzler, how many fireballs must be extinguished on the...
4.
Martin. 4 is right. I never even get a chance to give you the choices. Holy mackerel, you sure know your games. Now there's 3 games left up there, Martin. One of them is the mystery game. That hasn't been picked yet. So we have Donkey Kong, Millipede, and Tax Scan.
It's
What's
going
it
to
going
be
to be?
Donkey
Well,
Kong.
let's go for the middle one, Millipede.
Millipede. Okay, that was not the mystery game. The mystery game was
Yeah,
Tax
that-
Scan, but
that might
Millipede
be
is an
all right.
interesting game.
Because at least
Kevin
you're
will tell us how to
constantly
play it.
accruing points.
You are a mighty millipede, flanked by a marauding band of oversized insect rogues, and they are advancing on
And
you
Dave's got the
steadily.
top score
You
on the
must stop
Johnny
them with your
machine.
bow and
What are you
arrow as
talking
they move
about?
closer and closer through
Oh.
the mushroom forest.
Yeah.
Score points with direct hits to the millipede, or any of his insect buddies, or take out a group at a time with DDT bombs. Truth and goodness are on
What they
your
forget
side,
is you
and
have like
will
20
be
seconds to play
victorious
the game,
over
so you're never going to
millipede.
unlock all the features.
Okay, Kevin? Kevin? Oh, darn, looks like the early bird got him. Well, all right. Millipede it is. Why'd you pick Millipede?
That one went
Well,
over
this is
my
probably
head.
the best game that you're offering here today, so I picked this one.
Okay, and you need some points, too. You're a little bit behind here, so you need some points to get back in the lead if you can. Only advice I can give you is go for the DDT bomb if you can get it. That'll give you some extra points and a little bit of an advantage, okay?
Okay.
All right, you have 40 seconds for this game, Martin. You ready?
Yeah.
Get set, go. There you go. Got down to 600 points. Oh, you can play this game. There's DDT.
Yeah, there we go. Exactly what I was saying.
Good shooting, all right.
The first 2 games were pointless.
All right, good play. 20 seconds. That's okay, plenty of time. 13 seconds. Some more points here. Got it. $13,247. Now, you really know how to play that game. Congratulations to you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Head on back.
I do like Centipede, I
Travis.
must admit, but you've got to play with the
I think, well,
trackboard,
Martin put the
definitely.
pressure on you there.
Yeah.
Now, he's picked each game so far. This time you picked Millipede. How do you feel about Millipede?
All right. I'm pretty good too.
Oh, yeah, well, I think you're going to have to be to hold your lead. Let's see how well you do. You have
Strong
40
talking,
seconds.
kid.
Get ready.
Let's see what he's got.
Get set. Play.
Martin's going to be raging if this kid beats him. What's he got? 13,000 or something, is it?
Oh, good shooting. Got it. Got a DDT bomb. Good for you. Look out. Good. All right. go. Ready to fire. Oh, good shot.
Hit the bomb.
10,020. Okay, head on back, Travis. Martin beat Travis at Millipede, but whether
It's like
it
a
was
bloody
enough
rat
to
up a
win the
drain
entire
pipe, is yours,
game, I don't
Travis?
know, but we will find out. Both of you very good players, and the lead's going back and forth. Now
You
it's
and me
the final
both carry
score.
beans.
We'll find out who's going to have
I'm
a shot
turning a
at
meme
the very
cabinet.
own Pango game. So if you guys are set, we'll tally up the scores. You ready? Okay.
Look at Martin,
you have
he's
a total
raging.
of
I think he might have just pipped it.
14,117. Travis, you have 11,820. Martin, you did it. Congratulations to you.
Travis lives.
Travis, you're a good player. You had the lead at one time. You got to name the game, the board prizes, and congratulations to you. Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
I'm glad you did. Nice to have met you. And Martin, you're our champ for the day. Congratulations to you. And Kevin has a prize for you for being the #1 player today. Kev?
First, it's Konicka's new Disc 15, the world's first autofocus disc camera. Get sharp pictures from 14 inches to infinity automatically. The only disc camera on Earth with autofocus, Disc 15 by Konica. And Spectra Video SV318, the
that's
personal
all right.
computer you grow into and not out of. Featuring built-in CPM compatibility, 32K of ROM, 32K of RAM, 10 user-definable functions, and a built-in joystick from Spectra Video.
How do you feel about
He's
those
happy
prizes?
now.
Great. I really wanted a computer.
Great, Martin. Anything else you want?
I'm going to try and get the Pingo game.
Okay, we'll see if we can do it right after this.
All right. Woohoo! Yeah. Wow.
Some of our contestants and some members of the studio audience will receive Trigger Command, the joystick making America trigger happy. Comfort, pistol grip, and trigger action, the thumbless approach to higher
That
scores.
was a very
The Trigger
80s
Command
thing,
joystick from
putting
Electra
the
Concepts.
letter E after
And from
things.
UMI,
Trigger.
Word Feud, the competitive word search game that involves the whole family. It's irresistible fun for everyone. UMI software for family home entertainment. Word Feud from UMI.
Welcome back to Starcade. Okay, now you can have a shot
Yeah,
at
I
the
got
home
old
video
friend.
arcade game, Martin. During the
Love
commercial
the
break, we
comments.
informed you that
Brilliant.
if you picked Donkey Kong, you'd have to score at least 1,125 points. If you picked Tax Scan, you'd have to score at least 11,670 points. Those are the average scores.
What was Donkey Kong? Didn't hear that one.
Same games. I understand you reached your decision and you picked
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. Okay, Donkey Kong it is. That means if you score 1,125 points or more in 30 seconds, you're going to win our grand prize. That's Pingo. So while Kevin tells us about Donkey Kong, we'll get ready to go over and play.
You're Jumpman, and your goal is to rescue the lady from Donkey Kong. Reach the top and score points by jumping over the barrels hurled down on you by Donkey Kong. Make extra points by jumping up to get the hammer, and then use it to smash the barrels and the fireballs on that level. Move on up the ladder, jumping barrels and avoiding fireballs to reach the second hammer. Reach the top, and Donkey Kong grabs the lady and moves up, and you begin again.
All right, now, Martin, whether you want to try to get all the way to the top, I don't know. You only have 30 seconds. You need 1,125 points. I can tell you how to do this. Do you want me to do that?
Sure.
Okay, it's going to cost you. You win Pango. I get to play it a lot, okay?
Sure.
All right, let me tell you how to do this, and then take my advice or not take my advice. It's really, in the end, it's up to you. Grab a hammer. First hammer you get to. Hit the fireball, that's 800 points. Hit the next barrel, that's 300 points. And then you just jump over the next barrel, and you can go home with Pango, okay?
Okay.
Okay, good luck to you. You have 30 seconds. You ready? Get set. Play.
Yeah, just jump over about 3-4 barrels, and you should be golden, I think. Do you know, is it 300 or 400 per barrel, something like that?
And here we go. Going up. Does not go for the hammer.
No.
Going back for the hammer. Misses the hammer. Gets the hammer. Okay.
Yeah, you want to
That
smash
fireball gonna
barrels.
come up. There you go.
There you go.
Another one good. 710. Need that fireball.
2 more barrels and you're sorted, son.
Come on, one more. All right, you did it. Yes, you did it. Way to go, Martin.
And the
I was
downside
so
is
nervous about
you've
the
won
fireball.
Pango.
Here to see you make the final score. You take Pango home with you. This is Jeff Edwards from Starcade. See you in the next
No,
show.
there's
Don't
Travis.
Help all your troubles get zapped. Bye-bye.
Doop, doo, 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 doop, doo, doo.
This is Kevin McMahon speaking. Starcade is a JM production.
Right, there we have it, folks. That's been good fun. I do apologise about the technical issues again. I need to have a look at the restream settings, so hopefully it doesn't mess up. The weird thing was, it's been good for the last hour and 15 minutes, so I don't know, but hopefully we'll get that sorted. So anyway, I'm going to get going. Yeah, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. Thank you to people on Twitch and to my regulars on YouTube. Always good fun, and I will see you all.